And the second and fourth counter will go to Hayden Bossaker. As the game is away, ball being passed around the court, given out to Brooklyn Carter. Brooklyn Carter gets it in from the paint. Matea Bradfield taking the ball down the court. Matea Bradfield going out to the outside, passes it into Bailey Happ. Happ goes for the three, and it is rebounded by Lindsey Bigham. Going back out to Landry. Nora Miller got the ball and is no good on the field goal attempt there. Down the court it goes to Ella Marble, and it is picked off by an FJ Reitz defender. Going down the court here is number 35, Bailey Happ. Going to Nora Miller here. And it's being moved around the court more and more. Matea Bradfield to our girl. The attempt there was no good. A flag on that play. It will be Maya Johnson to inbound the ball to Brooklyn Carter. Brooklyn Carter looking her way down the court. Brooklyn Carter motioning Sophia Reese. Sophia Reese with the block there. Inbounds to Caden Singleton, and that is a pick there, and it is a fast break attempt by Evansville, and it is no good there by Bailey Happ. A good attempt there, but it falls short. It's a 2-0 ball game, 6 minutes and 32 seconds remaining here. There will be an inbounds by FJ Reitz. Inbounding the ball, she will go for a three. That is Bailey Happ, and it will be good to give them the lead here in the game. Sophia Reese on the other side of the court gives it to Brooklyn Carter, gives it to the paint, and that is a good shot there by Caden Singleton to give the Red Devils back the lead. Bringing that ball down the court and attempting to shoot is Matea Bradfield. It will be no good on that attempt, though. The Red Devils will get the ball here. Here goes Brooklyn Carter down the court. Brooklyn Carter once again assisted by Sophia Reese. Sophia Reese gets the ball here. Sophia Reese gives it into, and now Kyra's got it. The shot was attempted there by Maya Johnson and no good, but then the shot went back in. Sophia Reese with the two there. 6-3 ball game here. Down the court are the Panthers here. Bring it into the paint, and good is Nora Miller for the Panthers. Bring it down the court, Brooklyn Carter. Brooklyn Carter is stripped of the ball. Bringing it down is Matea Bradfield. Bradfield goes for the score, and it is out of bounds, and it will go to the Panthers here. Correction there, it will go to the Red Devils here, as it was a flag on the Panthers here. Maya Johnson passes it out to Carter. Carter trickles down the court. Carter attempts to give it to Reese, but it is intercepted. Miranda Mason manages to get in front of the pass attempt from FJ Reitz and is able to get the ball out of bounds, but FJ Reitz will retain possession here. The inbounds is passed around, and it is a three-point attempt here by the Panthers, and it will be no good. That was Chloe Landry. Down the court, Brooklyn Carter to Miranda Mason to Sophia Reese. Sophia Reese passes into Carter. Carter goes for the two, and it is good. Carter, being the leading scorer for the Red Devils here, has shown out early in this game. Miranda Mason closely guarding, and the shot will not go in there. Brooklyn Carter once again with the ball, giving it to Reese down the court. Reese is taking the ball away. Miranda Mason goes quickly down the court trying to get that ball back, and she's got it. There will be a flag on the call there. and it will go against the Panthers here on that call. Now we're waiting for the inbound here. Maya Johnson to Brooklyn Carter. Brooklyn Carter out to Reese. Sophia Reese to Miranda Mason. Miranda Mason goes for the three, and Miranda just rims it out, but it will be rebounded by Sophia Reese, given to Cadence Northern. Given to Miranda Mason. Sophia Reese has the ball once again here. Passed out to Brooklyn. Sophia Reese has the ball at the 3 line. Passed in to Cadence Northern, and that will Cadence Singleton, and that will be good there for 2. 10-5 ball game here. 3 minutes and 49 seconds remain. Passing the ball down the court is Matea Bradfield here for the Evansville North Panthers. Matea going in for the shot, and it will be no good. Cadence Singleton there with the rebound on the defensive possession. Miranda Mason here with the ball now, gives it out to Brooklyn Carter, gives it in, and it will be a 2-and-1 here. A good hustle there by the Red Devils to get a 12-5 lead here and hopefully bring it to a 13-5 game. Real quickly, I'd like to mention that this game is sponsored by Gary Coleman Painting. Gary Coleman's Painting is a full-service epoxy coating company serving Kentuckiana, owned and operated by Jeffersonville graduate Gary Coleman. Bringing it down the court here is Matea Bradfield. Bring it into the paint here. That was Kendall Kaiser, was unable to get her attempt there. And it will be a Red Devil score there by Maya Johnson to make it a 15-5 ball game, and we will have a timeout on the court. Real quickly, I'd like to finish that ad read. Gary Coleman Painting is a full-service epoxy coating company serving Kentuckiana, owned and operated by Jeffersonville graduate Gary Coleman. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services, residential and commercial coatings, garage and concrete coating. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services is a one-day process, oil and salt resistant, and can be driven on in 3 days. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services is located at 3413 Sundancer Drive in Jeffersonville and has been serving Kentuckiana for over 35 years. Known as the hometown painter, Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy is available Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Also available at 502-641-9849. That's 502-641-9849. All right, getting back into our first period of play here. The Evansville North Panthers will be inbounding the ball. Brooklyn Carter closely guarding them. It will be passed deep downfield, but not able to get the pass there was Chloe Landry, and the Red Devils will get possession here. Maya Johnson to Brooklyn Carter on the inbounds. Brooklyn Carter making her way down the court. Looks to move Miranda Mason, hands it out to Sophia Reese. Sophia Reese moves it in. Miranda Mason gets the ball there. Good play execution there, but the Red Devils do not get the points there. Bringing it down the court. Falling down are some of the Red Devils on the court. There's a flag against the Evansville North Panthers there, unfortunately for them, but the Red Devils will get possession back and look to cement this into a higher score game. Brooklyn Carter inbounding the ball to Cadence Singleton. Singleton brings it out. Miranda Mason. Sophia Reese goes for the 3 attempt, but it will be no good. Inbounds there. Brooklyn Carter brings it back out to Sophia Reese. Sophia Reese may go for another shot here. Brings it in back to Brooklyn Carter. We have a travel there, though. Perhaps moving a little bit too quickly with a confusing inbounding there. A substitution here. Avriel Baker coming on to the court for Cadence Northern. Cadence Singleton, I apologize. All right, Matea Bradfield with the ball here for the Evansville North Reitz team. Hands it out to Nora Miller. Nora Miller bringing it to Kendall Kaiser. Now Matea Bradfield's got the ball out to Nora Miller. And that was Lindsey Bigham on the shot attempt there, but will be no good. Brooklyn Carter bringing the ball down the court. Will try to get into the paint, but a foul will be called against Evansville North. On the inbound here, Kendall Kaiser will be passing the ball out to Matea Bradfield. Matea Bradfield going into the paint, passes it out, gives it around, and it will be back into the paint with Kendall Kaiser. Kendall Kaiser will go for the attempt there. Maya Johnson with the rebound, and it will be Sophia Reese in the paint after Brooklyn Carter gave it to her, trying to give it to Avriel Baker, but it will go out of bounds, and Evansville will have possession. Actually, it's good for the Red Devils. Maya Johnson will get the ball, and the Red Devils retain possession. Miranda Mason to Avriel Baker. Avriel not able to corral it there. Coughs up the ball, and the Evansville North Panthers are traveling down the court, go for the attempt, and that is good hustle there by Nora Miller. Was able, with a defender wrapped around her leg, to still shoot that ball there. Miranda Mason goes for a good layup there, bringing the score to 19-7 with 53 seconds remaining in this quarter of play. Going around is Matea Bradfield, and brought it out to Chloe Landry. That is Kendall Kaiser, out to Kendall Kaiser once again. Chloe Landry inbounding two, and it will be intercepted. Miranda Mason with the ball here, bringing it down the court for the Red Devils. Out to Sophia Reese, into Avriel. Avriel with a good shot attempt, but it was just not able to go in for the Red Devils there. Down the court, 19 seconds to go, and that is a good shot attempt there by 23 Nora Miller in for Evansville there. Miranda Mason looks to take it in for the Red Devils. Sophia Reese at the three line, not guarded, but is no good there. 17-9 will remain your score in this period of play. Last second shot attempt there by Nora Miller, and that will remain our score, 17-9 in our first period of play. Actually, there will be a 3-second runoff before the second quarter for a foul on this play. And the first free throw attempt there by Nora Miller will be good. She'll have an opportunity for another, hoping to bring the score within 6 points. And the second free throw will be no good there. Actually having 3 attempts here, as it was a foul on the 3-point. She will have the chance once again to make the score within 6. Her third free throw attempt is good there to make the score within 6, 17-11, with 0.3 seconds remaining in this quarter of play, and that will be it. And now it will transition. There's a little bit of a discussion on the court, a little bit of debate on if the Red Devils should have had a chance to get a shot off there, but they unfortunately were not able to. In this second quarter of play, we will be transitioning to Hayden Bossaker on color commentary, and I'd like to real quickly mention Gary Coleman Painting is a full-service epoxy company coating serving Kentuckiana, owned and operated by Jeffersonville graduate Gary Coleman. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services, residential and commercial coating, garage and concrete coating. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services is a one-day process, oil and salt resistant, and can be driven on in 3 days. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services is located at 3413 Sundancer Drive in Jeffersonville and has been known for serving Kentuckiana for over 35 years. Known as the hometown painter, Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy is available Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Also available at 502-641-9849. That's 502-641-9849. All right. Going into the second quarter of play, Hayden Bossaker joining me on the call. Inbounding the ball are the Panthers here. Right next to us right here in the booth, Nora Miller hands it out to Breland Staley. That is Matea Bradfield. Correction there. giving it to Chloe Landry, giving out to Nora Miller. Matea Bradford's got it, giving it to Chloe Landry. Landry being closely guarded by Sophia Reese here. Trying to intercept the ball is Brooklyn Carter there, but it will be a no-go, as it will be a good shot there by the Panthers. Sophia Reese and Brooklyn Carter passing the ball around to each other. And out to Brooklyn Carter once again at the 3 line. Brooklyn Carter will be not for naught there, though. The fast break attempt here on the Red Devils. Sophia Reese stands still and will not be called against her. It will be called against here. The Evansville North Panthers will go to the line to shoot for 2 here. Matea Bradfield. Her first attempt will be good to bring it to a 3-point game here. And her second shot is good. 2-point game here. And Brooklyn Carter bringing it down the court in Johnson Arena. Sophia Reese has the ball here. Giving it to LaKyra Johnson. Maya Johnson got the ball. Brooklyn Carter with the 3 attempt, and that will be good for the Red Devils to make it a 20-15 game in this first half of play. Bringing the ball down the court is the North Panthers. And the shot attempt, no good there by Emma Easley. Passing it down the court to Sophia Reese. Sophia Reese goes for the 3, and it is no good there. Good hustle by Reese there on that play. Bringing it down the court is Nora Miller. Nora Miller passes it around, but Brooklyn Carter is able to stop the fast break. We have a dunk attempt here, but it will just be a layup here for Maya Johnson. A good fast break for the Red Devils there. 22-15 is your score. A 2-point layup there attempt, but no good there by Evansville, giving it down to Brooklyn Carter. Brooklyn Carter pushing the paint, gives it around, and it will be no good there. Rebounded by Evansville here. A foul on the play here called against the Red Devils here, Sophia Reese, and there will be substitutions on the play.
Is my thing on? Because I can't hear myself.
Back after the substitution, we will resume play here. Evansville passing it around, going to Bailey Happ. Happ gets it out of bounds though, and the Red Devils will get possession here. LaKyra Johnson into Brooklyn Carter. Brooklyn Carter gives it to Miranda Mason. Miranda Mason at the 3 line, decides not to go for the shot. She goes back to the 3 line, and that is good there. No good there. Now, Hayden, how do you feel about this game so far?
This game's been good. It's been a close game. Jeff has really been good bringing up the ball. They've had a lot of steals. They've been able to capitalize on most of them as well. But overall, I think it's going to be a good finish.
Shot attempt by Evansville North. Rebounded, but the Red Devils do get possession there. Brooklyn Carter bringing it down the court.
Marble with the 3. It's going to be no good.
Down the court goes Nora Miller. Nora Miller passes it down to Matea Bradfield, and it will be a foul on the play. All right. At the free throw line here is Matea Bradfield. Matea Bradfield looking to get 2 points on the board for Evansville here. Now, Hayden, what would you say is the Red Devils' strong suit this season?
I would say playing as a good team. I mean, they're passing the ball well. It looks like they're able to make smart shots. They know like where to shoot, where to go exactly. And overall, they just know how to play well as a team. Marble, no good. Cadence with the shot, it's going to be good.
24-16 here. Thank you for that call there, Hayden. Down the court here goes Matea Bradfield. Matea Bradfield being closely guarded by Red Devil defenders. And there will be a foul on the court here. All right, the Panthers will retain possession here. As we look at our Red Devil instant replay on that layup previously, a good layup there by the Red Devils. Free throw attempt here by Matea Bradfield. Matea's got that free throw. It'll be 24-17 here. 5 minutes remaining in this half of play. Bradfield gets the second shot. Good. 24-18 is your score.
Miranda Mason bringing up the ball. It's going to be a turnover for the Panthers.
Panthers pushing it down to the paint. Giving it out to Matea. Chloe Landry's got the ball.
Bailey Hape.
Giving it to Chloe Landry. Chloe Landry at the 3 line, giving it to Matea Bradfield. Goes for the 3, and that will be good for the Panthers here. 24-20 is your score here. Giving it to Miranda Mason. Miranda Mason out to Lakia Gold, into Lakyra Johnson. Lakyra Johnson goes for the layup attempt, and it will be good. 26-20 is your score. 4 minutes and 8 seconds and counting here in this game. The Evansville North
foul on Jeff. It's going to be on Cadence Johnson. Cadence Singleton.
And they will go to the free throw line once again here. It is Bailey Hape at the free throw line. Goes for her first shot, and it will be good there. Gets another attempt at it. We are in the bonus, so if she would have missed that, the Red Devils would have had a chance to get the ball back. Bailey Hape going for her second shot. It will be good there to make it a 26-22 ball game here. Going down the court, Lakyra Gold into
El Marble with the 3. It's going to be good.
Good shot and good attempt there by El Marble.
Matea Bradford with the ball. Steal, no good.
Shot attempt there, but it will be a charging foul there. Correction, a blocking foul against the Red Devils. And there will be, once again, another free throw attempt here by the Panthers. If the Red Devils go on to make this even more of a tighter game, the fouls will definitely be one of the reasons why they've fallen behind in this game. Good shot attempt there by Kendall Kaiser, who is at the line here. Will be able to get a second shot attempt here.
It looks like Maya Johnson has subbed in for Cadence Singleton.
Kendall Kaiser makes her second shot, 29-24. Miranda Mason coming off the court. Maya Johnson inbounds the ball to Lakia Gold. Brooklyn tries
Steal
to get the ball
Panthers,
over.
bringing it up. Fast break. Will be good.
Makes it a 3-point game here. Lakia Gold brings it down the court. El Marble's got the ball now. Brooklyn Carter's got it. El Marble out to Lakia. Lakia goes in and
blocked by the
tipped,
Panthers.
knocking the Panthers down. Panthers push it down the court. The Panthers go for it.
And they bring it to a 1-point lead.
There will be a timeout on the court trying to regain some of that momentum Red Devils have lost here in this game so far. Now, Hayden, what do you think has been, I referenced it earlier, what do you think has really been the reason why the Red Devils have started to falter off in this game?
They've committed a lot of fouls. They're bringing them into the bonus. Any foul they're giving them free throws to make, and that's what's going to cause them. If they keep fouling, it's just going to leave them to easy shots at the free throw line. So
now one thing I'd like to mention, of course, the Red Devils have a first-year coach, Corey Norman, so you kind of expect some of those growing pains, especially combined with the high school atmosphere, as players aren't going to be as disciplined as you want them to be. And in this matchup, I'd like to mention real quickly, this is the first time in over 20 years the Red Devils have faced off against Evansville Reitz. Brooklyn Carter getting the ball on the inbound. Maya Johnson gave it to her. Brooklyn Carter. LaQuea on the Brooklyn Carter's got it there.
Pass out to LaQuea. Back to L.
Brooklyn Carter's got it. We'll bring it into Maya Johnson. Maya Johnson's got it.
3-point lead for Jeffersonville.
Going for the shot over here are the Panthers. Number 23 in the paint. Like to refresh you on the score of this game. 33-28 is the score. 1 minute and 43 seconds and counting here. Brooklyn Carter's got the ball down on Red Devil's side. El Marble gets the ball here into Avriel. Brooklyn Carter passing it back, and it will go out of bounds here. That was Maya Johnson, not Brooklyn Carter. FJ Reitz will get possession here. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in this period of play and in this half of play. Inbounding the ball here for FJ Reitz is Kendall Kaiser into number 5, Matea Bradfield. Matea into Bailey Hape, but there is a foul on the play there. And
it's going to be a foul.
It'll go against the Red Devils. Once again, the FJ Reitz Panthers will have another chance at the free throw line. Nora Miller looks to make it one. Nora Miller's got her first free throw attempt. Now Nora Miller going for her second free throw attempt. And Nora Miller is no good on that attempt. Rebounded and given to Miranda Mason. Miranda Mason pushes down the court, gives it to LaQuea, but it is intercepted.
Chloe Landry.
Down the court goes Kendall Kaiser. Tries to give it to Landry. Landry's got the ball. Giving it to Chloe Landry.
Brooklyn Carter with the steal on the fast break.
Brooklyn Carter going down the court. Brooklyn Carter goes for the
Lays it up
attempt,
for
and it
two.
is good. 35-29 here in this quarter of play. 53 seconds remaining. It will go out of bounds here, and it will be FJ Wright's possession remaining in this game with 52 seconds remaining in this half of play. The Red Devils looking to have a strong end to this half of play. Evansville shooting around, tries to bring it into the paint, and that attempt will be good by Matea Bradfield. Miranda Mason bringing it down to the court for the Red Devils. Miranda Mason going out to the three line, passes it out to Brooklyn Carter, gives it to LaQuea. LaQuea all the way to Mason. Mason pushes inside, is pushed outside, and it will be a turnover here for the Red Devils. Actually, it will be given back to the Red Devils here. We look at the instant replay there by Brooklyn Carter, the great shot attempt, and it went in Great hustle there by Brooklyn Carter, who is the lead scorer for the Red Devils here. Miranda Mason brings it in the court, goes for the attempt. LaQuea gets it. Avriel gets it. Miranda Mason gets the ball once again. Brooklyn Carter got the ball into
Pass to LaQuea with the three-point shot.
3-point, no good. 10 seconds remaining.
No good on the layup.
Brooklyn Carter's got the ball. Brooklyn Carter gives it to Maya Johnson. Maya Johnson goes for it. Avriel's got it. Maya Johnson gets it again, but will give us a 35-31 game here in our first half of play here. Man, guys, this was just it was an interesting game to say the least. The Red Devils quickly came out to a lead. They had a little bit of faltering. They've never, there was only once, and that was at the beginning of the game. They let the FJ Reitz team girls have a lead in the game, but still, you get a little bit worried whenever it gets a little tight, like we've seen with all the fouls.
Yeah, I mean, they had a pretty early lead, about 10-point lead. Panthers really brought it back within one, but closer to the halftime, but the Red Devils ended up getting up on them.
Now, and one thing I'd like to talk about real quick, of course, these Red Devil fans here and the players are reeling after Jeffersonville's great win against Floyd Central High School in boys basketball last night. They will be taking on another team tonight here. Our Jeff Step team playing right now. The Red Devils are ranked 54th in the state of Indiana on John Harrell's football website, and the prediction he has placed on this game is 61-48. Of course, the Red Devils 12-8 going into this game. FJ Reitz 10-6. Brooklyn Carter goes into this game with 11.4 points per game, 193 points overall, and shooting a crisp 47% for the season. The leading field goal percentage scorer for this season for the Red Devils is Caden Singleton with a 67 field goal percentage and a respectable 83 points. Now, what would be the key for the Red Devils to truly pull away with this?
I mean, they've been pretty good so far. They haven't let the fouls really affect them too much. They gave up a lot of fouls, but they still maintain this lead. Honestly, keep doing what they're doing, and they'll end up with the win tonight.
And this is a rarity for basketball. We're playing here in the middle of the day here. The Red Devils, of course, 10-8 last season with head coach Missy Voiles, who has moved on to greater pastures in her life. And now the Red Devils looking to have yet again another winning season under Corey Norman, who came in, of course, with new emerging head coach Sharon Wilkerson, who has had a very successful first season as the Red Devils head coach and the team as a whole. Both of these coaches have shown that so far in their careers they can bring a winning culture to Jeffersonville High School. And how much, Hayden, do you truly think the coaching has had an impact this year in this season?
Anytime a new coach comes in for an old one, there's always a change of pace. I mean, really, anytime you replace something old with something new, there might be better opportunities that come with that. And that might be what our new coach has been able to do with this team, to maintain this winning record for us.
Yeah, and one thing I'd like to talk about real quick for the Red Devils, mention some players that have performed well today for the Red Devils. Of course, you'd like to mention the main scorer of all of this, Brooklyn Carter, is pretty much the star of the Red Devil team, and that's not to put aside all of the power we have in other positions. Sophia Reese has been a great guard out there, giving the ball out to her shots, out to the right people to make the right shots. And herself, she's not too bad shooting her on the line herself. And I'd like to also mention Miranda Mason, Caden Singleton, all amazing players for the Red Devils. And that's not to put down any of the other players, as they have all contributed throughout this season. So far, we've seen a lot of Matea Bradfield for FJ Reitz, possibly looking for that once again in the second half of play. Red Devils coming out to take their warm-out shots in halftime here. Now, what do you believe truly that, I know we root for Jeff, but what can FJ Reitz do to get back in this game? Because they've been playing decent enough to keep up with this good Jeff Red team.
I mean, they've been drawing a lot of fouls to get us to the free throw line, and if they keep doing that, they'll get those points. Honestly, bringing it up to the layup line, and just make sure they get points in the paint. They've missed a lot of shots in the paint, but if they knock those down, they'll be good for the second half, I feel.
Yeah, and that is crucial to their success. But hopefully, of course, as we're rooting for the Red Devils here, we want them to succeed. And one more time, I'd like to mention that this is a matchup that has not happened in over 20 years. And to my best knowledge, it has never happened before.
Yeah, I've never seen a matchup quite like this, but they're playing with great intensity, and I feel like it's going to be a close game at the end.
I'd like to mention that this halftime and whole game is sponsored by Gary Coleman Painting. Gary Coleman Painting is a full-service epoxy coating company serving Kentuckiana. Owned and operated by Jeffersonville graduate Gary Coleman, Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services, residential and commercial coatings, garage and concrete coating. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services is a one-day process, oil and salt resistant, and can be driven on in 3 days. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services is located at 3413 Sundancer Drive in Jeffersonville. That is 3413 Sundancer Drive in Jeff, and has been serving Kentuckiana for 35 years. Known as the hometown painter, Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy is available Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Also available at 502-641-9849. That's 502-641-9849. It is a 35-31 game here. You are listening to 98.5 WJHI LP Jeffersonville, your home of the Red Devils here. My name is Nathaniel Gardner. Right now I'm joined by Hayden Bossaker. Of course, it will go back over to Claire Stock for the third quarter of play. Unfortunately, we were not able to get her on for the first quarter of play as we had a little bit of a malfunction, but we were able to get her in for this third quarter of play on her first game here. Red Devils looking to continue their lead. 2 minutes remaining in this halftime here. We talked on, obviously, the new culture of the new coach, but what do you think, of course, these Red Devils, you look at the team, the starters, 12th grade, 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 all those seniors, and not even that, there is not an underclassman on the starting lineup. Everyone is either a senior or a junior. How do you speak on the leadership of these players? Because, of course, as me and you are both seniors, we've been with these players throughout our whole lives, and even beyond high school, we've been with them.
Yeah, honestly, with the seniors leaving, it will be hard. But as we've seen with boys basketball, most of our starting lineup is also the underclassmen, and they've really stepped up in that way to bring our team with a winning record for the boys. Now with the girls, they still will have some of the starting players coming back next year, but that will also mean that the underclassmen from this year will have to really step up and play better for next year to hopefully maintain our winning record.
Yeah, and one thing I'd like to talk about, which not to discount the boys at this school at all, is one thing with this girls team, they may not put up all the points, they might not be as flashy as the boys are, but they have so much camaraderie, and they're able to execute on the court. They're able to be sound defensively and offensively, able to make this score at the point it is, able to keep a lead, but also not able to get enough points to make it too far of a lead.
Yeah, the girls really just doing simple things, and that will
And it's
get
working
you.
for them.
Exactly, it works for them. As long as it works, that's how you do it. You do what works.
30 seconds remaining here. Real quickly, I'd like to mention that you are listening to 98.5 WJHI-LP Jeffersonville, your home of the Red Devil Network. Coming back out onto the court are FJ Reitz and the Red Devils. A little bit more discussion by Norman and the team here. Now, welcome, Miss Stock.
Welcome.
How has been watching this game so far? I know we couldn't necessarily get you on for the first quarter, but how do you feel about this game so far?
Yes, it's definitely been very intense with going back and forth. We did have a 10-point lead there or so, and then the FJ Reitz caught up, so it's definitely very intense. But Sophia Reese is passing in the ball to Brooklyn Carter.
Brooklyn Carter's got the ball here into Sophia Reese once again. Sophia Reese gives it out to El Marble. Marble to Carter. Carter's at the three-point line. El Marble at the three. Brooklyn Carter pushing it inbounds, goes for a three attempt, and it will be no good there, but rebounded by Caden Singleton. Singleton will get called on the foul there, and will have a chance to shoot for two here. That was a foul on 23, Nora Miller. Caden Singleton with the shot attempt. She will be one of one at the charity stripe line here. Her second shot attempt will be good for the Red Devils to make it a 37-31 game here in the third period of play. 7 minutes and 40 seconds and counting. FJ Reitz taking it down the court. As the court has swapped here, they will be on the right side of the court. Chloe Landry's got the ball here, passes it out to Matea Bradfield. Bradfield in to Nora Miller, who will be no good on that shot attempt. Brooklyn Carter jumping out of bounds into El Marble to get the ball to her. El Marble down the court. El Marble to Sophia Reese. Sophia Reese into, and it goes back out to El Marble. El Marble with the three, and that will be good. 40-31, 7 minutes here in the third period. Evansville's got the ball here. On the three line is Evansville. Going into Nora Miller. Nora Miller goes for the layup attempt, and that will be good in contention there. Brooklyn Carter pushing it down the court. Brooklyn Carter gives it to Maya, tries to give to Maya Johnson, but it will be intercepted by, Brooklyn Carter gets it once again. We have a lot of change up here. Brooklyn Carter shoots it up, and it will be rebounded here. There's a lot of change around here. Sophia Reese trying to get on the ball. Brooklyn Carter pushing it down the court. A little bit of miscommunication here by the Red Devils, and it will be 2 for FJ Reitz here, bringing it to a 5-score game. Brooklyn Carter pushing it down the court. Pitches it to Reese, pitches it to Marble. Indicated in Singleton. Singleton gets it pushed out of bounds. The Red Devils will get possession and retain it. Maya Johnson looks to pass the ball around, gives it out to El Marble. El Marble secures the ball there. El Marble out to Carter. Carter goes for the three, and it will be no good. Singleton gets the rebound. Out to Maya Johnson. Maya Johnson is able to corral it and bring it back in, but it will be a turnover here for the Panthers. The Panthers will get the ball, and it will be a no-good shot attempt. The Red Devils get the rebound here. Red Devils get the rebound out here. Brooklyn Carter bringing it down the court. Brooklyn Carter going in for the layup, and will get it looks like a walk there on the Red Devils. And the FJ Reitz girls will get possession here. Matea Bradfield into her fellow teammate. Matea Bradfield's got the ball once again. And that was a shot attempt there, and it will be good by Nora Miller there of FJ Reitz. Brooklyn Carter's got the ball here. Goes for the layup attempt behind the back of an FJ Reitz defender. And it will be no good. Brooklyn Carter pushing down the court. And there will be a layup there to make it a one-score game. The Red Devils in its tight contention. FJ Reitz will get the possession again after a steal there. Closely guarded by El Marble. Caden Singleton's guarding. It will be another layup attempt, but it will be no good. Brooklyn Carter's got the ball once again. Brooklyn Carter bringing the ball down the court, hopefully trying to slow down the game for the Red Devils. Coach yelling out to players to calm down on the court, making sure they can slow it down and just make sure it gets fundamental once again, because when it gets fast-paced, you lose some of the fundamentals and things get risky. Brooklyn Carter out to El Marble. Fans debating on if that should be a foul call. And it will be called a foul there. Brooklyn Carter on the inbounds. Brooklyn Carter to Sophia Reese. Sophia Reese there bringing it in. And it will be a good shot attempt there to further the lead for the Red Devils. It will be a 3-point lead here. Pushing it down the court is the FJ Reitz team. That was a shot attempt by Nora Miller. Rebound attempt there by Kendall Kaiser, but it will go out of bounds. Maya Johnson here on the inbounds to Brooklyn Carter. Brooklyn Carter passes it, moves Sophia Reese. Sophia Reese inbounds to Singleton. Singleton goes for the layup, rebounds it, and gets it in for the Red Devils. 5-point game here in this third period of play. 3 minutes and 37 seconds remaining here. Close defense by the Red Devils, playing man-to-man coverage. Maya Johnson on her girl. Maya Johnson contests that shot, and it is no good. But there will be a out of bounds there, and FJ Reitz will get possession here. Close coverage there by Brooklyn Carter. In two, and now Matea Bradfield's got the ball once again. Matea Bradfield passes it out. Chloe Landry's got it into Matea. And that was a 3-point attempt there by Lindsay Bigham, and that would be no good. Brooklyn Carter pushing the ball down the court. Fast break offense will be foul on the play. Getting frustrated here. Red Devils getting all of these calls against them, whether or not they have any backing behind them. They are the calls that have been given on the court, and it's how it's happened. Brooklyn Carter gets a quick redemption there. Brooklyn Carter with a good three there to make it a 47-39 game there. FJ Reitz out there passing it out. Brooklyn Carter on the block attempt there. Brooklyn Carter trying to get the rebound. A little short on that. Brooklyn Carter closely guarding Matea. There will be a timeout on the court here, though. Real quickly, I'd like to mention Gary Coleman Painting is a full-service epoxy coating company serving Kentuckiana, owned and operated by Jeffersonville graduate Gary Coleman. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services, residential and commercial coatings, garage and concrete coating. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Concrete Services is a one-day process, oil and salt resistant, and can be driven on in 3 days. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services is located at 3413 Sundancer Drive in Jeffersonville and has now been serving Kentuckiana for 35 years. Known as the hometown painter, Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy is available Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and also available at 502-641-9849. That's 502-641-9849. Now the Red Devils here have been able to pull ahead. And Ms. Stock, what do you think has been the reasoning for that?
I definitely think Brooklyn Carter and Sophia Reese have definitely been the main reason. They're definitely doing their best hustle and doing their best tactics that they know. Their coach is definitely a big help right now, trying trying to keep them calm and not to rush things.
Yeah.
So I think that's the best thing that's going on right now. Just not to rush things and just keep calm and do the fundamentals like you said.
Now we have an inbounds here for FJ Reitz. Gets it into Matea Bradfield. Matea Bradfield here. Out to Landry. Matea Bradfield's got it again. Landry's got it again. Matea's got it again. Bradfield's got it again, but it will be a 3 attempt there after the pass and assist by Landry there. By Kendall Kaiser. Kendall Kaiser good with the 3 there. Brooklyn Carter gives it to Red Devils there. Red Devils shooting the ball around and around. Caden Singleton with the attempt there. Will there be a foul called on that play? And it will be Caden Singleton here with the attempt here. We look back at the instant replay on that amazing 3-point shot there by FJ Reitz. Her first shot attempt is good for Caden Singleton. That will make it a 48-42 game in this third period of play. Singleton is no good on her second shot, but it is rebounded by Maya Johnson. Maya Johnson trying to keep it in there, gives it out to Miranda Mason. Miranda Mason in her first action back in this half is good from the line. 3 points there for the Red Devils after that missed free throw. Perhaps good for the Red Devils. A good block there by Singleton. Brooklyn Carter gives it out to Sophia Reese, who goes for the shot attempt, will get fouled on that. We'll have a chance for 2 at the line. Sophia Reese with the amazing hustle there. Now that's one thing you see in these Red Devils, hustle. They hustle down the court. They may not have all the speed, all the intangibles, but they will get what needs to be done. Sophia Reese gets the first free throw there to make it a 52-42 game, a 10-point lead for the Red Devils. Hopefully to get their largest lead of this game so far, and they do. 53-42 is your score. Red Devils with the lead. 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining in this third period of play. Inbounding the ball, gives it around, pitching it around is FJ Reitz. Goes for a 2-point deep layup. Miranda Mason trying to corral the ball, but it goes out of bounds. FJ Reitz will get possession here. Now inbounding the ball here for FJ Reitz is number 11, Chloe Landry. It goes to Nora Miller, but Sophia Reese gets the ball, passes it to Brooklyn Carter. Brooklyn Carter is not able to corral it though, and it will go out of bounds. 53-42 is your score. Red Devils will get possession here though. Avriel Baker has the ball here. Avriel goes for the shot, and it is good. Big body shot there. 55-42 is your score with the minute and counting down in this third period of play. Sophia Reese closely contesting her girl. And it was a shot attempt there by FJ Reitz, but rebounded by Miranda Mason, pushing it down the court. Is she going to pass it to Sophia Reese? No, she is not. She's going to retain possession here. Miranda gives it into Avriel. Avriel pushes the paint, gives it back to Miranda. Brooklyn Carter gets the ball as Miranda was falling down. Sophia Reese out to Miranda. Miranda goes for the layup attempt. It will be no good. Rebounded here by FJ Reitz. Pushing it down the court is FJ Reitz, and Miranda Mason with the quick hustle play there, able to push it out of bounds for the Red Devils. 13.2 seconds remaining in this third period of play. The Red Devils hoping to continue this lead into the final period of play. And in is the FJ Reitz Panthers here, trying to go for a layup attempt, but it will be passed out of bounds. And the Panthers will retain possession. Inbounding the ball to Kendall Kaiser. Kendall Kaiser is unable to corral it though, and it will be passed down. Sophia Reese trying to get the ball. 0 seconds tick down though on this period of play, and we will have a timeout as we go into our fourth and final period of play here tonight. Real quickly, I'd like to mention that this fourth quarter and the entire game has been sponsored by Gary Coleman Painting. Gary Coleman Painting is a full-service epoxy and coating company serving Kentuckiana. Owned and operated by Jeffersonville graduate Gary Coleman. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services, residential and commercial coatings, garage and concrete coatings. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services is a one-day process, oil and salt resistant, and can be driven on in 3 days. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services is located at 3413 Sundancer Drive in Jeffersonville and has been serving Kentuckiana for over 35 years. Known as the hometown painter, Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy is available Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Also available at 502-641-9849. That is 502-641-9849. Joining me back on the call is Hayden Bossaker, looking to continue the Red Devil dominance into this fourth period of play. Now, I'm not one for predictions, but 61-48 was the prediction that I found online, and that is definitely still probable in this game here. At the 3-line, attempt here, but it will be blocked by Miranda Mason, but the ball will be retained here by FJ Reitz. Good attempt and hustle there by Miranda. Averio gets the rebound there after the shot attempt. Laquea pushing it down the court. One of the younger members of this team, Miranda Mason, tries to corral the ball, but it will be a no-good attempt there. Passing it down the court, and no good on the layup fast break attempt is Evansville Reitz. 3 attempt there by Evansville, and it will be no good. Once again, shooting coming to get them. Sophia Reese tries to give it to Laquea, and that will be a foul there against FJ Reitz. LaKyra will get the ball here. LaKyra out to Sophia Reese. Sophia Reese twitches inside. Laquea tries to go for the 3, and it will be no good. Crowd getting excited as the calls are starting to go their way in this game. And that's one thing you'll notice. Once the calls start going your way, that's really when you can start pulling away with a game. Don't you agree? Don't you agree with me, Hayden?
I would agree, yes. Jeff has no fouls against them, but Evansville Reitz has 7, leaving them in the bonus.
Like they literally have been so much more disciplined this half of play in regards to their first period half of play. Like miles away, different.
It's like it just swapped out of nowhere.
The first attempt is no good there by LaKyra Johnson, and the Evansville Reitz team will bring it down the court. Out to Emma Easley in the 3-line. There's Bailey Happy out to Easley. Bailey Happ out there. Bailey Happ's got the ball once again. Bailey Happ will go for the shot attempt, and it will be no good. Big body there. Sophia Reese tries to pass the ball over, but it will be picked there by number 5, Matea Bradfield. Matea Bradfield inbounds the ball out there. Matea Bradfield's got the ball at the 3-line. Matea closely guarded by Reese. Matea pushes it in, but there will be a foul called on the play. A little bit of debate by the referees there, but it will go against the Red Devils here. Their first foul of the half this half. I mean, you just expect halves. It's part. You expect fouls. It's part of basketball. But here we resume play. On the inbounds, there's a little bit of a miscommunication. It gets pushed right back out of bounds, and they pass around the ball. Matea Bradfield passes it out to Chloe Landry. Landry pushes it in, and it is intercepted by Sophia Reese. Some other Red Devils got their hands on it. Sophia Reese is falling down there.
It's a hard foul by the Reitz.
You imagine that will bring them to the line. Yes, it will here. Sophia Reese will go to the line to shoot. 8 fouls in this game, so they are still in just the regular bonus. So if she is to miss her first shot, she will not necessarily be able to make a second shot. We're having a little bit of a discussion on the court. As there is a wound on one of the Evansville Reitz team players. Let's talk real quickly about the performers of this game. It has been impressive so far for the Red Devils, what they've done in this second half. Of course, the first half was good. They were able to keep the lead, but they've been able to make this lead far more.
Yeah, they've really done way better this half, not giving it many fouls.
Sophia Reese not good on the first one, so she will not get another attempt. Matea Bradfield bringing it down the court for the Panthers. Matea at the 3 line, throws it out to one of her throws, and that
blocked by Miranda.
Miranda on that block there, good block there. But FJ Reitz will retain possession. 5 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in this game. In regulation, 55-42 is your score. You are listening to 98.5 WJHI LP Jeffersonville, your home of the Red Devil Network. As we look at that instant replay, great block there by Miranda Mason. We will have a hustle down the court here. Miranda Mason has the ball. She'll look to bring the tempo down the court. Laquea into Carter. Mason's got the ball. Sophia Reese got the ball. And it is in to Avriel. And that is a stop there. We have a call on the court. And that will be against number 5, Lakyra Johnson of the Red Devils. Our second foul of this half here. So only 2 halves for the Red Devils, only 2 fouls for the Red Devils, and 8 personal fouls for FJ Reitz. Inbounding the ball was Kendall Kaiser to Chloe Bradfield, who brings it out. Kaiser out to Bradfield. Landry, Bradfield. Landry. Bradfield. Into Kaiser, and that will be a shooting foul there. She will get an attempt at the free throw line. That is Kendall Kaiser, of course. Now, I'm not too concerned as if the turnover differential has been far more different, as the first free throw by Kendall Kaiser is no good there. But we are seeing more fouls near the end of this game. Of course, let's hope the Red Devils are able to keep their minds straight and be able to close out this game for us. Second free throw attempt is good. A little bit of debate in the audience here. So we've stopped it here. A little bit of talking here.
Looks like the bell might have caused a distraction for the players.
Debating on if that should be a technical or not, but luckily for the Red Devils, it will not be called against them. 10 fouls here for FJ Reitz. Move down to 8.
Good move by Miranda. Oh.
It'll be no good, but rebounded there. And good by Singleton. 57-43 is your score here. 4 minutes and 50 seconds and counting in this regulation of the game. Kaiser inbounds the ball, but it will be no good. A foul on the pass there. Red Devils once again will get another foul. 4-8 here. 1 away from putting them in the bonus. We look at the instant replay. Miranda Mason, no good on that one. Gives it into Singleton. Singleton on the rebound is good there. Impressive play there by Singleton on the rebound here. As we will go into a timeout on the court. I'd like to mention once again that this fourth quarter and this whole game has been sponsored by Gary Coleman Painting. Gary Coleman Painting is a full-service coating company serving Kentuckiana, owned and operated by Jeffersonville graduate Gary Coleman. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services, residential and commercial coatings, garage and concrete coating. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services is a one-day process, oil and salt resistant, and can be driven on in 3 days. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services is located at 3413 Sundancer Drive in Jeffersonville and has been serving Kentuckiana for 35 years. Known as Kentuckiana as the hometown painter, he is available on 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and 502-641-9849. That's 502-641-9849. Foul called against the Red Devils there, making it their 5th foul of the game here to bring them into the bonus. Out to Bradfield on the inbounds. She is no good on that attempt there. Maya Johnson looks to inbound the ball to Sophia Reese. Tightly contested. Maya Johnson gets the ball. Out to Miranda Mason. They are playing very tight coverage here. The F.J. Reitz Tigers are. But the Red Devils have been able to push it down the court regardless. As we look to make this game into a 9-score game. Miranda Mason with her first attempt. Miranda Mason's first attempt will go in. It will make it a 58-43 ball game here. Miranda Mason does not get her second attempt. F.J. Reitz will get possession. Miranda Mason gets the ball though. Maya Johnson gets it in the paint, falling down. We'll see what the referees whistle here. And the Red Devils look to have received that, and now F.J. Reitz is in the plus bonus, which will mean the Red Devils are guaranteed both free throw attempts. Maya Johnson with her first attempt will be good, so the bonus plus will not matter in this situation. Maya Johnson gets her second shot, and it will be good to make the score 60-43. Down the court goes Matea Bradfield. Out to her other girl, Kendall Kaiser, in the paint. Tries to pass it out to Bradfield, but it is intercepted by Miranda Mason. And there is a tripping foul on the field, on the court here. That tripping call will go against the F.J. Reitz team. Miranda Mason with the free throw attempt here. Once again at the line. Miranda Mason is no good on her first attempt, but of course we are in the plus bonus, so she will get another attempt.
Remember the 65-point Zaxby's deal? 65-point Zaxby's deal?
We are 5 points away from the Zaxby's score, which will give everyone here in attendance a free sandwich. Down the court goes the F.J. Reitz team. 4 minutes and 3 seconds remaining, but there will be a shooting foul called on that play. Going to the line is Matea Bradfield. This Red Devil crowd has showed up loud and proud. Matea Bradfield with her first attempt. It is good to cut it closer. 61-44 is your score. Bradfield, her second shot is no good. Maya Johnson on the rebound from that. Miranda Mason pushing it down the court. Miranda Mason gets pushed down. A little bit of aggression there. There's a big debate on the court whether that should just be a personal foul or should move into the technical range. We will see what happens on the court here. Miranda Mason will get the free throw attempt, though, irregardless. Miranda Mason with her first free throw attempt unfortunately will not get in, though. She will get a second attempt. Miranda Mason was unable to corral her second shot in there. Coach telling everyone to protect themselves, make sure they can play this game still. Passing the ball around is FJ Reitz. The Red Devils not allowing them to get any separation here. Quite closely contesting the shots. It goes out of bounds on FJ Reitz. We have a little bit of substitutions on the court. Emma Eaton and Shanae go onto the court. Red Devils looking to continue their dominance with 3 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in this game. You are listening to 98.5 WJHI LP Jeffersonville, your home of the Red Devil Network. And that was an attempt there at the rebound, but it would be no good there. FJ Reitz inbounds the ball. Kaiser tries to get into the paint, but it will be a shooting foul there, making it a free throw attempt at the line here for number 35, and that is Bailey Hape. Bailey Hape at the line. Bailey Hape is no good on her first shot there. Bailey Hape goes for her second shot, and that will be no good. 61-44 is the score here, and will remain 30 minutes and 17 seconds and counting in this game. Sophia Reese trying to keep the tempo going for the Red Devils. Trying to not sacrifice too much time. Sophia Reese has been quickly guarded. There's a little bit of debate. And there will be a foul on FJ Reitz there, their 11th of the game. Sophia Reese will go to the line to shoot. Sophia Reese goes for her first shot, and it will rim out, but that was a good shot attempt there. Alan A. Booth congratulating her on the nice shot. Sophia Reese gets their second shot, and it will be a 62-44 game right here. Red Devils hoping to score at least 3 more points here to get everyone a Zaxby's sandwich in attendance. Miranda Mason closely guarding, and she is able to get past as Matea. And there will be a foul called on the Red Devils there on that defense. To the line there is Matea Bradfield. Matea looking to make this score within 20 points. Matea on her first shot makes it a 22-ball game. Matea on her second shot, and that would be good. Miranda Mason now with the ball. Miranda Mason trying to retain possession. Out to Brooklyn Carter. Brooklyn Carter is able to corral that ball. Tough pass to corral, but able to get it is Brooklyn Carter. Out to Sophia Reese. Sophia Reese has been a dominant player for the Red Devils. Sophia Reese pushes it in. Brooklyn Carter's got it at the 3 line. Decides not to take the shot. Brooklyn Carter back out to Sophia Reese. Is picked by a defender, and it will go down, and the layup is good to make it a 14-point ball game here. Miranda Mason to Sophia Reese. Sophia Reese is trying to get the ball out. 2 minutes and counting here. It is pushed out of bounds, though. Red Devils will get possession. 2 minutes remaining in this game. We look at the replay here on that pick. They had a great fast break offense there and was just able to get the shot in there for the FJ Reitz. Oh, once again, another foul on the FJ Reitz Panthers. I mean, you imagine at this game, you expect those fouls because they have to get back in the game, but these fouls seem like they've just been them overall in the second half.
The fouls have been getting rougher each time, and honestly, here soon they might even get a tech.
They're getting frustrated out there, and it has not been working for them. That was a good first shot attempt by Sophia Reese. 2 points away from free Zaxby sandwiches here at Johnson Arena. Sophia Reese with her second shot, and we are 1 score away. Bringing the ball down the court is Matea Bradfield. Bradfield out to, into Kaiser. Brooklyn Carter tries to get the ball, gets fouled. That was a foul on the Red Devils there, making it 8-10 here. I didn't see what foul happened there for the Red Devils.
I don't know either, but
at the 3 line, Matea Bradfield tries to go for the shot. It is no good there. Kaiser tried to get the ball. Alan A. Booth gives it out to Brooklyn Carter. 1 minute and 35 seconds and counting here. Brooklyn Carter. Miranda Mason. Miranda Mason to Sophia Reese. Sophia Reese. That's Alan A. Alan A. There's a big tussle on the court for the ball. And there will be a timeout here. There's a jump ball on that play. I'd like to mention real quickly, in our possible last timeout of this period of play, Gary Coleman Painting is a full-service epoxy coating company serving Kentuckiana. Owned and operated by Jeffersonville graduate Gary Coleman. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services, residential and commercial coatings, garage and concrete coating. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services is a 1-day process, oil and salt resistant, and can be driven on in 3 days. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services is located at 3413 Sundancer Drive in Jeffersonville and has been serving Kentuckiana for over 35 years. Known as the hometown painter, Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy is available Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Also available at 502-641-9849. That's 502-641-9849. There was a jump ball called earlier. Miranda Mason will be able to get position here. Miranda Mason gives it out to Sophia Reese. Gives it back to Miranda Mason. Miranda Mason at the 3 line. Pushes it in. Miranda Mason goes in, and the crowd gets Zaxby's. Matea Bradfield going for a shot. Brooklyn Carter intercepts it though. Brooklyn Carter pushing it down the court, trying to make this lead even more. Alan A. Booth goes for it. Alan A. Booth is unable to get it though. A foul called on the play. She will get a shot attempt as they are in the bonus. Not in the bonus plus, so she'll only have 1 attempt here. Red Devils looking to close out the game here. Kaiser at the free throw line is no good on her first attempt. And since they are not in the bonus, the Red Devils will get possession back. 48.9 seconds remaining in this half. Red Devils looking to close it out here. Miranda Mason pushes it down the court. Doesn't need to do too much, doesn't need heroics. But Miranda Mason goes for the shot. It will be no good. Stops the clock, 41.8. Kaiser will be into inbound. Kaiser to Bradfield. Bradfield manages her way down the court. Bradfield, the sophomore. Bradfield pushes around, gives it in to Bradfield. And there was an attempt there, 30 seconds remaining. There will be another foul to make it 10-10 in our fouls here. Now they will be in the bonus plus. The Red Devils, once they started this 4th period with no fouls.
Yeah.
Now they have 10, which you gotta imagine there's a little bit of frustration, especially with FJ Reitz starting to foul a little bit more. First attempt there is in and good by Nora Miller. Correction, that is Emma Easley. Emma Easley with that second shot got it in good, no good. 66-49. Brooklyn Carter's got the ball here. Brooklyn Carter pushing it down. A little bit of a foul hardiness there. Brooklyn Carter looking to get 2 here now. 21.5 seconds remain here. Red Devils looking to extend their lead and make this look even better than it has been for them so far. Doing a little subbing out here are the Red Devils. In comes Alexis Nation, hoping to give a little bit of the younger players on the court some more experiences in real play. Brooklyn Carter gets her first shot, makes it 67-49. And Brooklyn Carter looking to get her second shot, hoping to make it a 68-49 ball game. Brooklyn Carter with her second shot. It is 68-49, 21.5 seconds and counting. Pushing it down the court is Evansville. Ashley Deering out to her girl, giving it to Breland Staley and Emma Eaton. 2, 9, 8, 7, 6. Sophia Reese into Singleton. Goes for another 3, and that is good from deep. And we will run out the clock. 71-49 is your score. The last second heroic that wasn't even needed, but it will give good morale going into our next few games. The Red Devils pull away the win, 71-49. You are listening to 98.5 WJHI LP Jeffersonville, your home of the Red Devil Network. And one more time, real quickly, before we end off tonight, I'd like to mention Gary Coleman Painting is our sponsor tonight. Gary Coleman Painting is a full-service epoxy coating company serving Kentuckiana, owned and operated by Jeffersonville graduate Gary Coleman. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services, residential and commercial coatings, garage and concrete coating. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services is a one-day process, oil and salt resistant, and can be driven on in 3 days. Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy Services is located at 3413 Sundancer Drive in Jeffersonville and has been serving Kentuckiana for 35 years. Known as the hometown painter, Gary Coleman Painting and Epoxy is available Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Also available at 502-641-9849. That's 502-641-9849. And today I've had Hayden Bossaker and Miss Stock on the call. They have been helping out as color commentaries. I'm Nathaniel Gardner on your main broadcast. And what has been the key to the Red Devils' dominance today, Hayden?
Honestly, they've gotten the real intensity out there. They didn't draw as many fouls starting the third, but starting the fourth, they started drawing a lot of fouls. But they still maintained that big lead, and that's what really helped them close out this game.
And the Red Devil boys will be playing just a few hours from now and looking to get another win, reeling off of that win they had last night to Floyd Central. What do you think the Red Devils need to do tonight?
Honestly, just play well. I mean, they got a tough opponent. They play Providence tonight. Providence has normally been a pretty good school, but I think if we just play well, play consistent, we can pull out that win tonight.
That's one thing that's interesting about basketball is I don't do basketball much, but it always surprises me how teams have to have that quick turnaround and play the next game. As I'd like to end the night off tonight just by congratulating our 2 new broadcasters here tonight. They were great to be on the air with. I am Nate Gardner, joined today by Hayden Bossaker and Miss Stock. And I would like to congratulate all of the technical members of the crew, our cameramen, and all the other members. I'd like to thank Cameron Beams, who is with us. I am Nate Gardner. You are listening to 98.5 WJHI. Good night.